Kevin from FoxForce5News.com. Welcome to another edition of Metal Comic Reviews. Today we're going to talk about an original graphic novel called Zed. I'm Canadian, so I'm going to call it Zed instead of Z. Done by Valentin Ramon. You may remember him as the artist on amazing series like Dave and Hot Damn, which he worked with Ryan Ferrier, the writer from Calgary, on. Hot Damn is one of the best original comic miniseries in the last 10 years. If you loved that book, you're really going to dig Zed. It's unlike anything else out there. You can find it. It was originally published by Westwind Comics, but you can buy it directly online. I think it is available right now. It's such a weird experience. It is a 96-page wordless graphic novel done completely by Valentin Ramon. It's described as it's a dystopian metaphor inside a song without lyrics, a lonely scream on the sea of human stupidity inside a silly book. The lead character, Zed, is a nihilistic detective, sort of like Batman in the 40s. There's a lot of stuff in here about the origins of terrorism, government conspiracies, diabolic corporations, and religious blindness. So as you navigate Zed, which is a beautiful black and white, gorgeously illustrated book, if you like Jeff Darrow's stuff, you're going to really dig this, like Hard Boiled, things like that. There's a lot going on, and it's a beautiful, fascinating original graphic novel. Even if you don't know what the hell's going on, you're going to love just feasting your eyes on the plethora of madness that Ramon has delivered here. This kind of bleak black and white future that he's created, which I think is a distant Earth. I could be wrong, but there's two different groups of people. There's people with gas masks, and there's people that look like zombies. And these two cultures of people clash a lot, so that's where you kind of get your racism metaphors and stuff like that. It's very interesting seeing how these two groups just go at each other, and how politics, terrorism, religion, and even corporations kind of play a hand in stirring up this conflict. It's very interesting. Zed himself, I do believe, is a vigilante who is just trying to get to the bottom of everything, because there's been some terrorist attacks with some bombings and stuff like that, and he's trying to get to the bottom of figuring out what the hell is going on. And while doing that, he goes through governments, corporations, where there's a dude dressed up like a chicken for some reason. Just crazy, bonkers, weird stuff. He has a cute little zombie dog that he has with him, who's always humping everything from severed heads to robots to pissing on everything. This little guy is adorable. So seeing Zed and his companion in action is always a welcome break from some of the more weird stuff that happens later on. There's a lot of weird religious imagery and stuff. It's really unlike anything else I've ever seen. I'd say read, but you don't really read this book. There are symbols in speech balloons to kind of get the point across sometimes when it gets a little muddled. You'll see speech balloons with like little chattering teeth, like the Joker's chattering teeth, which would indicate laughter, hunger, different things like that. So you're going to figure it out. The only problem is, I found with Zed, is that if you're starting to get really worked up in the story and you want to keep progressing faster and faster, you get lost. You really have to let the panels sink in, which can slow the action down, which is both a good thing because you're being forced to just appreciate the art, but you're also trying to navigate the story by only looking at the art, which is unlike any other kind of comic experience you're likely to ever read. There's a lot going on. Ramon's work is just very detailed. His lines are crazy. Like I said, Jeff Darrow's stuff is just loaded with tiny little details. I really got that type of experience that I did like in Hard Boiled with Zed. It's that good. You just can get lost because there are no words. You're trying, and because it's such a convoluted, complicated, and complex story with all these different elements coming together, and you really have to remember things. So if you see like a little symbol of a square or things like that, you're going to have to kind of keep track of this imagery in your head, because it does come into play later on, and there's a lot of timely stuff in here too, dealing with the government and how they twist different agendas, and by doing so, they really hurt the human race. I don't know if this is the human race anymore in Zed. It's such a weird dystopian future with these they're kind of human beings anymore. I'm not sure if they're undead mutants or what the hell they are, but it's a beautiful book. It's I highly recommend Zed. It is unlike anything else you're likely to read, maybe ever. It's that good. So check out Valentin Ramon's Zed. It is a 96-page wordless graphic novel. It's available online right now. I highly check it out if you're into weird stuff, or if you've dug his art and Dave and stuff like that before. This might be his finest work to date. It's absolutely gorgeous and twisted and weird and wonderful and bizarre and all those things. Take a look.